Life engineering uses machine intelligence to improve human well-being. The starting point is technological development. At the core is quality of life. The objective of life engineering is to achieve a good life with machine intelligence. The following video focuses on why. Evolution is founded upon the basic needs of self-preservation, species preservation, and selection. Over time, humans have learned what may fulfill or jeopardize these basic needs, and developed more nuanced needs for them. We've consolidated insights from psychology and other disciplines into a network of 13 needs. While these categories may seem somewhat arbitrary and abstract, they become clearer when illustrated through concrete examples. Why would someone post a vacation video on Instagram? A holiday video does little for self-preservation and species preservation. Nevertheless, many make an effort to present themselves in the most favorable light. They may choose a more expensive holiday destination in order to differentiate themselves from others, with the aim to gain status within their community, social circle, and to increase their appeal to ultimately find the best partner. Certainly, we don't think about reproduction when looking for a video motif, but years of experience have taught us which traits play a role in partner selection, consciously and, above all, subconsciously. The success in finding a partner increases or decreases a person's self-esteem, the need that influences our actions to a large extent. What others think about us plays an important role in our self-esteem. Posts on social media, be it a text, photo, or video, can also strengthen the unity within a group, e.g., between musicians in an orchestra, and thus satisfy the need for community. As we know from the so-called Facebook files, for example, the positive self-portrayal of some can exacerbate negative self-perception in others, leading to depression. Why do we seek privacy protection? Why are the results of HIV tests considered particularly sensitive data? The confidentiality of an HIV infection illustrates the value of privacy. Why? Keeping the disease secret hardly serves self-preservation or the preservation of the species. But it does serve the needs of selection, as HIV-positive people are often avoided because many people are afraid of infection. Potential sexual partners might shy away from sexual activities with people with HIV. In addition, HIV-positive people are seen as weakened, so they lose power. If someone wants an additional private insurance, they have to disclose that they have HIV and have to expect a higher insurance premium, which means they lose capital. Another reason for the need for privacy is a generalized fear of the loss of freedom, of government surveillance and manipulation, and even of oppression. Disclosure of data means relinquishing power over one's own decisions. This applies just as much to tax planning as it does to car navigation. The Swiss electorate rejected a proposal for a federal law on electronic identification services on March 7, 2021, with 64% of the votes against it. This legislation didn't pertain to health data, but instead aimed to establish secure citizen identification on the internet. The fear of an uncertain loss of privacy is evidently significant. However, the very same citizens use navigation services, social networks, fitness trackers, and search engines, where they disclose much more personal data. Apparently, the needs for convenience, health, community, and self-presentation in these services are more important to them than privacy. Why do we seek out information about others? The sexual partners of someone who has tested positive for HIV have a right to information. They seek to protect themselves from infection. It is also accepted that a doctor or nurse will be informed about a patient's positive status so they can take necessary precautions. An employer's right to access employees' health data poses a more difficult question, as the recent debates on disclosure of information about the COVID vaccination have demonstrated. If an illness jeopardizes the economic survival of an already ailing company, such as a restaurant, it is not only the company's capital that is at stake, but also the livelihoods of the company's other employees. For instance, it is socially acceptable for a football club to demand information on the detailed health condition of new players. because the absence or debilitation of a player can determine the future of the club. Before taking out an insurance policy, an insurance company wants to know whether abnormally high claims costs are to be expected due to a person's medical history. This is also in the interest of the other insured parties, as the premiums are calculated on the basis of all claims costs. Why is rank still of importance in old age? If an 80-year-old has no children, is financially stable, and no longer wants to reproduce, the need for rank should no longer be relevant. However, he continues to react emotionally to insults, still struggles for power, tries to increase his capital, and strives for knowledge, just as he had done for 50 years in his profession. But why? Is rank a basic genetic need that we cannot cognitively eliminate, even if it would be better for our quality of life? Or has an 80-year-old internalized all the symbols of rank over the course of his life to such an extent that he can no longer escape from this behavioral pattern? Whatever the true reason might be, we can consciously resist the need for rank, but we must accept recognition as a crucial part of the need for self-esteem, as an important part which greatly contributes to quality of life. Why does a diabetic person use an automated insulin pump? If an individual suffers from diabetes, they need to monitor their glucose levels multiple times a day and administer insulin as needed. Traditionally, this involves pricking their finger to draw blood for testing and injecting insulin. These actions can stigmatize the person as being ill, thus negatively impacting their status. The introduction of digital technology, such as glucose sensors and insulin pumps, automates much of this therapy, enhancing well-being by relieving the person of these burdensome tasks, conserving their energy, and improving glucose level regulation for better health outcomes. In contrast, the automated system is barely noticeable to others. A person is willing to invest more capital for these benefits. The rapid spread of automated insulin pump systems demonstrates that many patients value health benefits, comfort, and appearance more than the capital loss. However, if the diabetic lacks the necessary capital, they must opt for the more conventional therapy and put needs such as comfort to the side. Do the 13 needs provide a solid rationale for our behaviors as shown in the 5 previous examples? Are the explanations of our behavior based on the basic needs of self-preservation, species preservation, and selection compelling? While the 5 models may not serve as scientific proof of our model, the 13 needs could offer a useful starting point for better understanding human behavior and its impact on quality of life. Never before has the scientific community had such a vast and comprehensive database on human behavior, as is provided today through the use of the internet, apps, smart devices, and so forth. Never before have we had such powerful algorithms and processors that can recognize patterns in this data. Never before has it been as urgent as it is today to leave knowledge about people's behavior not just to the dominant, capital-driven tech companies, but to understand and use it as a collective good of our society and economy. The 13 needs and the behavior model are the key to a better quality of life or to manipulation in the service of the few. You can learn a lot about yourself if you analyze your own behavior on the basis of the 13 basic needs, and you can check whether the needs model can actually explain your behavior. Ask yourself a few why questions based on situations from the day-to-day. For example, why do you interrupt your work when you receive a new message on your smartphone? Why do you have a WhatsApp or LinkedIn account? Why do you pay with your smartwatch? Why do you hesitate to consent to the use of data on a website? Why do you agree anyway? Why do you do an impromptu fact check on Wikipedia while having a discussion with friends?